Hi guys, Dani here, and today we're going to be playing some more Asylum. Also, I almost did not stream today on account of when I was doing my makeup, I shoved my mascara wand right into my eyeball, into my contact, and it was just not salvageable. I was like, you know what, maybe they don't need me tonight. Maybe I just go wash off my makeup and call it. But you know what? I got back up on the horse. I took out my contacts that were just absolutely smudged with mascara. And I put on my glasses and now I'm here. I also ate a just absolute unit of queso to make me feel better. So I'm more queso than person right now. But it's fine. We're here. Hope you guys are doing better than me. Makeup looks good. Thank you. Just queso, no chips. No. No, the chips were the vehicle to get the queso to my mouth. I'm not that rock bottom where I'm just eating queso with the spoon. Like, I was almost there, but, like, I'm okay. No, not 3 cheese blend. Just queso. Also, if you notice, I did have to go on YouTube and fix the description again. Even though, guess what? I unlinked and linked my YouTube back. I don't know. It's just broken. I don't know. And like the thing that was like, oh, like that's a bug, or like something's like happening, whatever. That thing was from like years ago. So like it just always is broken, I guess. Anyways. You guys want to play some horror puzzle game? Are you guys excited to play a horror puzzle game? Streamlabs is flawless. I have so much beef. I have so much beef, guys. We gotta find out who Jerry is. That's true. We do. And what the heck is in the basement? Did you end up being the French guy? No. Almost immediately after I said that, I literally met the guy face to face, so it clearly wasn't me. No, I wasn't. No, I got that completely wrong. Let me open up the game. I should be able to finish this in this stream. Honestly, on the, like, how long it said it was, like 6 to 8 hours. Obviously, you have to, like, sorry, I'm pausing it. Obviously, I'm reading everything out loud, so that's going to take me much, much longer than the average person who's just reading it with their eyes. But I think I can get it done today, because I played like 6 hours last time. I got like 4 hours left, I mean. Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds good and right and true. So double that for you, always. Always. For me, because I like to look around a little bit too much. Also, I get lost. And third, because I'm reading everything out loud. Then marbles. No, you're addicted. Absolutely not. Am I on multi-stream? Yes, I am. Oh yeah, because I saw the internet. You're Kane, right? I'm pretty sure that's you. Whenever you're like, I liked it. No, but it's my birthday. Is it really your birthday? I don't know if I trust that. You told me your birthday because you said it was the same as, like, Jesus or something. And I was like, that's not correct because that day isn't that day. Yes? It is. April 18th, just like Jesus. I would never lie about Jesus or my birthday. Well, happy birthday, even if it's not your birthday. And if it is your birthday, doubly happy your birthday. Happy your birthday, that's correct. This is starting out to be good. It's gonna be a good stream, guys. If it's not his birthday, can I time him out until his birthday? Damn, there's literally a clip somewhere where I literally say it out loud and you're like, that's my birthday. And you're like, me and my, no, you're like, today is my birthday. And I was like, you're like, just like Jesus or something like that. Damn it, I need to find that clip. I'll find it, and if I find it, I'll put it in Discord because it's really funny. Anyways, hey game, could you show yourself? Thank you. Last time we got a key to go into a room that we're about to go into. Actually, May 12th. Oh, you lied to me again? Damn, fool me once, fool me twice. Is fool me twice shame on me, or is it fool me 3 times shame on me? I don't know. Shame on you regardless, though. Shame on you. Also, sorry, I have to take some headache medicine. Where did you find that? Okay. Alright. A full Adidas trackies. It's true. I am wearing Adidas pants, too. Have somewhat of like, because I like them, now people like give me Adidas stuff for like my birthday and Christmas and stuff, which I'm not mad about, but now I have a lot of it. Okay, let me know about the audio. Oh, you know what I want to do actually real quick? I think everything's good, but the music is just like a touch too loud sometimes. Maybe even like that. Okay. Thought he just actually gave you this stuff. Yeah, right. Yeah, Adidas sponsorship win. I'd take that actually. I wear their stuff often. Nope, not the syringe. Nope, not the glass. Nope, not the acid. Not the keys, even though we have like a single key, I think. Okay, I guess he did put it on his key ring then. Thanks to Lenny, I had access to Hawthorne's office. Let's get in there! As if to foreshadow hideous revelations awaiting inside, the first drops of rain began to fall when I trespassed into Dr. Hawthorne's office. It seemed like no one else had been here in a long, long time. Is the audio okay? Like the music? Will it be your favorite sponsor? I don't know. But yeah, probably something like clothes, where you could just wear it and be like extremely comfortable. Because I like being comfy when I stream, you know? Okay. Somebody got sponsored by Jack in the Box. Did they were they a streamer and they just had to like eat it on stream or something? That'd actually be kind of good too if you had a food deal and you're like, oh geez, sorry guys, I have to eat on stream. Wow. Like you get free food and like you get a meal. An antique sofa which conferred a sense of importance, matching the sober decoration in the room. Okay, I don't know if I want to go over there quite yet. Ooh. Okay, number 4, confrontation in the psychiatric. No record of Venerable Hanwell Mental Institute would be complete without an account of Dr. Ellis Hawthorne, companion, trusted associate, and loyal confidant of Walter Hanwell. Dr. Hawthorne's abrupt addition to the staff at the esteemed mental hospital was not without its share of controversy. He was an inscrutable character who, to the astonishment of many, quickly joined the highest ranks of the personnel list, skipping over roles held by established and arguably more qualified colleagues in the process. Ooh, so there might be some beef. Dr. Hawthorne's accomplishment or favoritism. Dr. Hawthorne's accomplishments in the field of mental health are, for a noteworthy physician, meager at best. He rose to a certain level of public regard thanks to his imposing personality and stern countenance, rather than distinct achievements, as he had a formidable presence that allowed him to immediately command the attention of everyone in a room simply by entering it. His signature neat black suit paired with his cold, guileful gaze inspired equal measures of respect and fear in his peers. Rumors among those who wrote this? Actually, are they lovers? Is that why? Watch them be related or something. Okay, that's out of my head, not related. They're just, he had a crush, so he gave him a job. And they're like high-key, low-key, high-key evil scientists together. Rumors among those who were acquainted with the Institute's founders insinuated that Walter Hanwell's seemingly friendly, almost fatherly demeanor fatherly, you say? Uh-oh. I think I gotta take that back almost immediately. I rescind that. Almost fatherly demeanor worked against him when it came to achieving his own ardent goals. It is speculated that this is the reason he chose to partner with Dr. Hawthorne, who soon proved to have more manipulative, ruthless ways of managing Hanwell Mental Institute. Over time, the grisly details of Dr. Hawthorne's practices began to surface. Many colleagues were horrified. Others who knew him well, less so. Okay. Testimonies hold that Hawthorne often engaged in heated quarrels with other staff members at the Institute. Nurses who chose to remain anonymous claimed that medical instruments previously thought to be lost would appear scattered around his office. While it is not unusual for a physician to work with dangerous tools such as scissors and scalpels, it is far from common to find them mishandled in an unsterilized environment. Nonetheless, this particular form of misconduct in Dr. Hawthorne's career could not be confirmed and was dismissed as malicious gossip from disgruntled employees. Dubious stories of patients secretly taken to his office late at night have not been verified either. Yeah, like, he's definitely doing secret experiments on the patients. Like, let's be so fucking for real right now. We are not surprised even a little bit. Oh. They're doing autopsy. Thank you, Sylph. No problem, Sylph. Okay, should I go over there or should I go over here first? Can't see it. It's too, like, dirty. Dr. Ellis Hawthorne, physician. One thing was certain. He had an impressive career in his field. Okay. Books on medicine and, unsurprisingly, psychiatry. Okay, let's go back over here so that we can go over here. Okay, he's got what are all these? There's so many paintings. They must be important at least later, because we can really, unless the artwork is just like, they're just like, well, it's pretty, look at it. Medical journal. This is Hawthorne. Obviously, we're in his office. Okay. I'm afraid my colleague Anne has elected to take an inferior direction in her career. I try to be open-minded while considering new ideas, but my goodwill doesn't extend so far as to resorting to shortcuts when it comes to the advancement of the healing arts. As much as I can fathom the notion of an integral approach, contemplating the impact of emotions on our behavior, biology is definite. Our physical body reacts to physical impulses. We could spend ages assessing the mind's response to kind words, but ultimately it is the configuration of our phenotypes that matters. One cannot possibly identify a subcortical disorder by means of conversation. The direct stimulus of cells will always secure the path to success when dealing with an obvious alteration to the brain. Yet, Ebersbacher, again, I'm not saying that right, I do not remember how they said it, insists on her holistic approach, which inevitably devolves into a waste of time. Our society is crumbling. Swift action is necessary, and in the case of this establishment, we are also spending valuable resources which are dwindling. Every day on her theories. Well, I will say, apparently Anne is cold and calculating, but, all the patients loved her and, like, genuinely thought that she was helping them. Whether we find out that's true or not, but it kind of seems like it's Anne versus these, I don't know if it's just Ellis, or if the other doctor that's here came on board at the same time, so it was both of them against her, or if maybe they were all working together. I guess we'll find out. Since I was hired at Hanwell Mental Institute, I've had the good fortune to work with various unique patients, investing a great deal of time in learning about their issues. Many of these are behavioral complications deeply rooted in their minds without a clear solution. Miserable subjects exhibiting a debased attitude who couldn't possibly fit in the world of civilized men. I find value in dedicating efforts to those without real hope. Patients unable to produce a single neurotransmission that results in a meaningful stream of thought productive to society. But phony misfits who merely demand attention? The paranoid, the lonely, who mistakenly confuse the cacophony of modern life, assaulting our senses each day with actual mental problems? Ebersbacher can fritter her hours away as much as she wants. My issue is the money involved. In the end, our existence is a biological accident. It's the glorious expression of our genetic material that confers meaning to our lives. And the only tried and proven way to deal with the ailments of our bodies is via the practice of standard medicine. And thus, a shattered brain can only be fixed by physical means. Okay, so his beef with Anne is like, she's doing like therapy circles and stuff, right? Like she's talking to them and getting to the root of the problem and like genuinely doing like therapy, right? Well, like he's like, you can only fix these people with surgery. Yikes! We're not surprised at all. Yikes! Audio book reading when? I'd be absolute trash at that. Absolute trash. Okay. Nothing else? Okay. Oh! The reel and a key! Oh my god, everything's coming up me. How do I get over there, though? It's not just so simple as to click on them. I have to be in a way where I can actually grab... Oh, here we go. Haha. Okay, we need this. Do I remember where that room was? Well, you're good. I'll take it. I'll take it. Key. If Lenny was right, then this was the key to the director's office, which was now in my power. Okay. Wary as I am about recording such notes on paper, Walter insisted that we thoroughly document these experiments for the benefit of our research. It's true that the process of writing in a journal allows one to more efficiently collect thoughts and ideas, make sense out of them. However, I'll have to strengthen security measures. To begin with, I've asked the janitorial staff to refrain from cleaning my office. At first, we tried straightforward questions. What did they see? Could they hear any sounds? How large is the chamber? I'm gonna guess this is talking about Group E going down to the basement, which I'm thinking Anne had no involvement in because she seemed like, why are they dirty? Where did this mold come from? You know, and I think it's down in the basement. I think this guy and the other guy, yeah, which he says he's like talking about him, Hawthorne and Hanwell, I think, are taking Group E down to the basement. I think that's what he's talking about here. Yet they seem to have no recollection of the encounter. Next, we followed with a set of more specific inquiries. What is the being inhabiting the chamber? Does it look like an animal? Can you describe its shape? Did it move? Nothing worked. Their minds are completely blank, as if that moment was erased from their memories. Okay, so there's something in the basement, which excites me greatly. I love that. I hope it's supernatural. However, there's no question that whatever happens inside that chamber provokes a severe reaction in them. The procedure is rudimentary. Nailed it in one, to say the least, but effective. We tie a rope around each patient's waist and push them inside, resisting the temptation to gaze beyond the threshold with all our might. It's hard to tell from our vantage point next to the doorway what transpires in the interior, but we don't sense any movement. Apparently the patients remain still or are paralyzed even. After a few minutes, we firmly pull the rope and haul them out. Bruises are inevitable as they hit the ground. Okay, so those are the bruises that Anne was talking about, how she did not know they were, how, also that guy was burned as well, which was very scary for him because he's really scared of fire. But there's no better way of doing this. They don't react to any stimulation while in that chamber. Walter then uses the device to lock that strange door. He's far more knowledgeable than me on such esoteric matters. We believe that what the patient's experience is unbearable fear. Our initial guess that they were becoming paralyzed was correct after all. It's like they shut down in the presence of that blasphemous form before them. The human brain is such a marvelous organ. Even their deeply damaged minds react to protect them when they're in danger. As we drag them out of that ancient room, we can discern an expression of absolute dread on their faces. Insane or not, human emotions are still the same, yet they return to their old selves shortly afterward. As we drive them back upstairs, I now understand what we must do. The goal is to instill fear. Their minds are clearly processing the visual information. The theory is that if we are able to reproduce the conditions of the encounter, we should be able to recover details about it. Even if one patient is unable to describe it all, we could piece together a more accurate picture from multiple recollections. Our current approach is savage. We subject them to extreme situations in hope of prompting a reaction. I'm not proud of blatantly beating someone like some goon, but the promise of the knowledge and purpose concealed in that chamber is too powerful and supersedes my dignity. However, these methods aren't working. They react to pain, they cry and scream, but they don't do anything else. It's not true fear. We are not replicating the conditions well enough. This afternoon I spoke with Ebersbacher about the regression she's observing in Group E. Of course I had to play the fool, but her incessant babbling formed an idea in my mind. Yeah, so Anne has literally no idea that this is happening to them. For instance, it has pyrophobia. Oh, for instance, H has pyrophobia, H being Hodgkinson or something like that. The mere thought of fire or talking about it makes him tremble in fear. Ebersbacher recalled an instance during one of her therapy sessions in which a patient casually said something random about firefighters, and H instantly became agitated, tears rolling down his face. Following this revelation, I took him to the boiler room. The incandescent red glow from the incinerators, the shadows flickering on the walls, and the intense heat emanating from every corner in the room caused a wild reaction in him. I proceeded to question him about the encounter, and finally an actual detail emerged. He simply said, "Big," but it's not enough. More stimulation is required. Further efforts have involved more extreme measures. Simply placing the gas burner in front of him provoked a state of shock, not unlike what we surmise occurs within the walls of that room. Poor soul. H can't grasp that an industrial incinerator is far more dangerous than a small laboratory burner, but who am I to judge his emotions? However, that state of fear wouldn't allow me to press on. He didn't respond to any of my inquiries, just kept silently staring at the flame, so I moved the burner closer to his chest. Leveraging their fears is indeed the key. We managed to obtain much more information from these new sessions than from all our previous efforts. A picture is beginning to form. JC, afraid of the dark. LH, brittle bones. RB, sexual act. BL, denigration. Okay, so they put them in the chamber, they saw something unimaginable, then their minds wiped it. Group E, right? So now they're literally torturing them to try to get information. Also, do I know who these people are? Denigration is obviously LaRoche, right? I think his name is like Bertrand or something. RBO, Rebecca, she was pregnant. LH is Lenny, and then JC Jonas, and he's like funny or something. That's what I've written down. He's funny. He's a funny guy. But allegedly my character was in Group E. So where the fuck am I? Is he maybe Jonas then? I don't know. I don't get it. My guy allegedly also something happened in the basement and he remembers this stuff, but he's not a part of this fucking group. Okay.
This is the next subject. Yes, we may proceed. Leave it to me. Hello, Leonard. Do you remember me? I'm Dr. Hawthorne.
What do you want?
Well, you may not remember this, but yesterday you went inside a place, a big room. We need to know what happened in there. What did you see?
I don't remember.
You need to make a big effort to remember, Lenny, or unpleasant things may happen.
There was a tunnel, but not ours. Things looked different. The smell, oh, such a bad smell. And then, no.
What happened next, Lenny?
At the end of the tunnel, I entered a room. Oh, my head was in pain. So much pain.
Describe that room for me.
I don't want to go back. I don't want to remember.
Describe that room. Now.
It's so large. The walls are strange, with shapes I've never seen, and there's a glow everywhere. And in the center,
What is at the center of the room?
no!
What did you see?
My head is pounding.
Think. Think. Remember.
No, 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 no.
You must remember, Lenny, for our sakes.
Okay, so they broke his ankle
What
to get him to
did
remember.
you
He's
see
got brittle
in
bones.
the room? Off the recorder until he's ready to speak again.
Okay, I'm guessing the guy in the back is probably Hanwell. Or I can't remember what his name is. Because this is Ellis Hawthorne. And he first named the guy, but I can't. I think it's Hanwell though. Anyways, also, so I'm thinking, I was like, either I'm Jonas, which like maybe I am. I thought I for some reason like crossed him out. Lenny said he remembered our face. I will say one more thing that could have happened was Rebecca was pregnant, right? Maybe she had that kid and the kid for some reason stayed in this place. But I don't know how long it's been since the place shut down and now it's reopening. Obviously everybody's still alive besides some of the people who died, like the guy in the morgue. Which again is confusing because they were talking about him dying, but did he die recently or did he die before the building, like when the building got shut? Like I don't know how much time is that, because if he died when the building was getting shut down and he was still in the morgue for some reason, first of all, what the fuck, that's not real. Second of all, he'd be decomposed, you know? So like I'm just a little bit fuzzy on like the timelines to be like, is there even enough time for a whole kid to grow up even? Because like if you remember at the very beginning when we were driving, we like turned and we saw Rebecca's like ghost. So I don't know. Did it burn? No, it just like it just got gross because they had to close it down. Yeah, he wasn't in a freezer. He was just like, well, I don't know. I guess maybe. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know how long it's been. Okay, so we have the key, but we also have the film, which I would like to go do. So maybe there's like some fucky time situation, or it's been long enough, like let's say it's been 20 years. Enough time for a kid to grow up, but let's say all those guys were like 30 years old when they were in here. Like Lenny was 30 years old when they were in here. Now they're 50. You know what I mean? Like they would still be alive. And like, but yet there's enough time for a whole kid to grow up. But I don't know. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure in the timeline here. Also, I do not remember where the projector room is. We need to go upstairs for that room anyways, but I think they left them here the whole time. I don't know why Lenny is here, and I know there's some people like locked up, but they were talking about how they recently brought them here, unless they brought some people here, because like even Lenny was talking about it was good to be back, right? So unless they brought them here early so that Ellis and Hanwell could maybe continue with their experiments. Maybe that's why they brought them early. I'm not really sure. Oh no, wait, this is hell. I can't go up here. I get lost in the sauce. But I would like to look at a map, and I'm pretty sure there's a map somewhere. Oh yeah, okay, there's a chain door here too. Another window that could have used some cleaning. Door seems locked. Okay. We can go across the way. There's a way to get to where I'm going. I don't know it though, and I get lost in the sauce up here. Okay, here's a map. Hold on. Let me look at this. Okay. Oh, wait. I remember, I think actually the therapy room downstairs was actually the room that had the thing in it, so I need to find the stairs down. Hey, let me in. Are these stairs down? Okay, this should get me down. Hydrotherapy. I don't remember what this room is. I'm just gonna take it. Okay, never mind. Operating room. Rehabilitation. And the rehabilitation room is not the room I'm looking for, right? Yep. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a therapy room that actually had the... Because it was like a circle... Oh, yeah, it was. Because it was a circle of chairs and then it was the... Whatever. What have you. Okay, so I need to go downstairs. Hello? Okay, how do I get down the stairs? Laboratory. That guy needs to fuck off before I can do anything in there, I think. Oh, here's the stairs. Good. Okay. I'm struggling to even go down the stairs here. Struggling. Okay. Therapy room is here, I think? And then we need to go back upstairs. I think next to the museum is where, we don't work without a real... I know, I'm trying to put one... Oh, here we go. There we go. Okay, down in the basement by the boiler. So we're locking people in there to like trigger their fear. Oh. Okay. I think it's Jonas who's scared of the dark. They probably put him down there so that to torture him so that he might like relive the memories so they can tell him about whatever they saw in the chamber. So this is probably Jonas. Also fucked up. Oh my god, they're just torturing these people. Oh, but he you know what? This screaming guy, you know what he sounds like? I don't know if maybe they just use the same scream, but it sounds like the guy in the cell that we like syringed to be asleep. So maybe that's Jonas? Or maybe this is a guy completely different, I don't know. Okay, well that was fucked up. Alright. Cool. Hey, my boy Jonas. I know, I gave him a little nappy nap. Unfortunately. Because he wanted the music box. Which I will say every single well, not every single... Yes, every single person had some weird, like, relationship with that music box. Because, well, besides Lenny, maybe, we don't know about him. But the guy who was scared of fire, he hated it, and he swallowed the little, like, mechanism to make it go. LaRoche liked it, and it is what got him to draw, like, trigger his memory of the chamber and draw all the swirls. So, and that other guy also liked the music box. So, like, maybe he is Jonas. This is not where I want it to be. This is not where I want it to be at all. They might not have a big roster of VAs. That's true. It's something to keep in mind, because sometimes, yeah, people just have to be reused. I mean, even in, like... other games, like let's say like Skyrim and stuff like that. They reuse VA, so it's not the craziest, but okay. Go upstairs by the museum. Most asylums were closed in the 1950s and 60s. So like you're thinking maybe there's a time frame, because I will say there is a time. There is like date of admission April 18th 2025, but this is always the date that I'm playing, so I don't think that this actually has to do with the plot. Maybe, unless maybe it does, like maybe we are back modern day here. But it does, like, oh no, shit. Here, let me save actually while I'm here. Okay. Director, but right next to the museum, just like I thought. Which I think is actually this way. Yes. It hasn't been a date anywhere. Not that I know of. I could have missed it though. It's 2 a.m. At last, I found myself at the heart of the Institute, the director's office. Was I going to find inside the answers I was desperately seeking? Maybe. An elegant urn, which hopefully didn't contain any sort of cremated remains. The director seemed to have a captivating collection of art. Captivating. Walter is his first name. Yes, okay, so Walter Hanwell. The elegant fireplace was a neat match for the style of the room. Shall we snoop on the desk, or should we look around the room first? Maybe, because the desk is clearly going to be... Oh. Ooh. It must have been quite the honor to display all these framed diplomas. A tall ladder used for reaching the books in the upper shelves of this private library. The director seemed to keep his belongings neat and organized. I couldn't make out what these jars were filled with, or why they were in this office in the first place. Ugh. The human mind. And the head is drawn of a bunch of, like, figures, which I think is very cool, but also very creepy. But surely I can open this. Is there not a way for me to open this? Damn. Okay, maybe we need it later and we can't look at it until we know. Large collection of books, mostly focused on the topic of surgery and psychiatry. Icky. A cozy coffee table decorated the corner of the office. Okay. Well, I guess let's look at the... An impressive desk occupied a large section of the room. Oh, we're on the wrong side of it, actually. There we go. It may have been the painting of a renowned artist, but it felt like a sadistic act of torture. Well, knowing what you know about this man, are we really that surprised? All these drawers were shut tight. Nothing for me here. Okay. How do I get over here? Nothing. Something. They look like ordinary annotations. Damn. Nothing. Okay. Alright. We prepared to delve deeper into the tunnel. Ellis had a few words with the security staff, playing the bad cop as usual, and warning them about patients often going missing. Even though they were the ones making them go missing. That's fucked up. While I returned them to their cells. Afterwards, as things went quiet, we grabbed a lantern each and scouted out the regions beyond the crevice. The smell was nearly unbearable as we traversed the tunnels. I could recognize the handiwork of our motley crew in carving out the walls, but suddenly the shape, or rather texture, of the tunnel began to change. It was still Man-made, dare I say, but yet different. Clearly the result of more crude tools. The rocks had developed a shiny, slippery surface, massaged by the history of who knows how many countless centuries, millennia. As we stepped forward, we noticed curious patterns on the stone walls, and also objects such as pots, effigies, and other fragments scattered on the ground, which were covered by a layer of spongy moss. Somehow a whole ecosystem had survived within these underground prehistoric walls. I pondered the deeper secrets that could be concealed within the bowels of this towering cliff. When I grabbed one of the items on the floor, my eyes were dazzled by a craftsmanship unlike anything I've seen in my life, not even in specialized publications or museums. It felt strangely alien with hints of human crafting, yet at the same time, it was not quite human. When I showed a weird sculpture to Ellis, he seemed more excited than I expected and urged me to move forward. We resolved to move these fascinating objects to a location where we could properly research them. I wonder if that's the stuff in the museum. We both agreed that the third floor of the hospital, currently in disuse, would be a suitable spot. Needless to say, there was a mutual agreement to keep this from the rest of the staff. The continued investigations of these newfound underground tunnels are far more important than the remodeling of the building. Ellis warned me about expenses and such, but I dismissed such mundane considerations. Words aren't enough to convey my excitement. My hands are shaking with adrenaline as I just transcribe this account. What we found at the end of that tunnel. It is beyond our comprehension, an ultimate glorious secret right here beneath us. Ellis, impetuous as he is, motioned for us to go in, but I caught a glimpse of his presence, capitalized, which was enough to paralyze my body and mind for what seemed like an eternity. Yet a fleeting moment must have passed as I grabbed Ellis's arm and ordered him to stop. We cannot go in. Our rational minds wouldn't be able to stand it. The same patients from Group E as before are the key to making progress. It's nothing short of a miracle that our financial woes prompted us to resort to using our own patients to conduct the work rather than a professional construction crew. The patients have no idea what we found, and even if they spoke out, who would believe them? Tunnels? Weird smells? Strange artifacts? An idea was forming in my head. I'm sure Ellis will agree. Turns out their fears are more useful than we thought. They've helped us come closer to the entity. I've no other words to describe him now. No rational mind can withstand his sight. After all, what do we know about reality? It's all merely electric impulses traversing our neurons. But if an alien being operates beyond the limits of our comprehension, those impulses would fry our brains. Unless our minds aren't operating correctly to begin with. They are indeed able to visualize something we couldn't possibly process with our sane minds. The fear they experience when they enter that chamber is evidently unbearable according to their own testimonies, even worse than the long-standing fears from their own past. Yet, something sticks in their damaged brains. We are unable to recover that information unless we somehow reproduce the same emotional conditions as those patients had upon entering the chamber. So far, we've been able to recover one piece of knowledge from each one by stimulating them to experience their past fears using various methods, torture. If we put everything together, then maybe. An unexpected turn of events. All patients presented to the entity have developed an anomaly. Something physical has changed in them. As far as we can tell, they're all developing brain tumors. Why this is happening, we can only guess, but the evidence is unquestionable. Is it that even their damaged minds can't withstand the glorious sight of the being underneath? Or is there a deeper meaning behind this alteration in their physiognomies? Not nailing it. We have no choice but to further investigate these tumors, yet we can't do it alone. The extracted tissue must be subject to standard procedure and thus thoroughly analyzed by our pathologists. For obvious reasons, the source and nature of the masses can't be disclosed. We can't just drop them on their tables either, as questions would be asked. It's a blessing as it is that the Straby is working properly, which is the machine that does brain surgery and gets tumors and stuff out. It's working properly and leaves no scars, but we can't push our luck. Eversbacher is growing suspicious. We toyed around with the idea of firing her, but that might draw attention that we can't afford right now. Ellis had the brilliant idea of simulating tumor growth in the same rodents already assigned to oncology. It's rather a fortunate coincidence that they genetically similar enough to humans. Soon they will be studied and we'll get the information we desperately need. Ellis will take note of the identification tag and watch the team closely. We established that for a tumor to manifest, one must remain in his presence for a certain period of time. Still, I asked Ellis to subject me to a brain biopsy after my fleeting glimpse of the unfathomable shapes during our first time in that tunnel, just to be sure I'm safe. Something isn't right. The patients, they're acting differently. It's difficult to pinpoint in what manner. They simply don't feel the same. Last night, H was found lost in the basement and we didn't take him there. Also, L is known to experience absent seizures, but today I observed him in the yard and he spent many hours just staring at the ground below him. They act as if... No, that can't be... Why would they? They must do something and soon. Oh, sorry, we must do something and soon. It's like they crave the entity. Also, they clearly, like, this entity, they're like capitalizing it like it's their god, which I'm sure is gonna go swimmingly for everybody. And they're still around. We know that one guy is in the laboratory. He's one of these guys. I think he's Hanwell. And no, I'm sorry. I think the guy in the laboratory is Hawthorne, and we're reading Hanwell's stuff. I don't know where Hanwell is, or if he's somewhere, or not, or maybe he's dead. I'm not sure. We must do something and soon. Ebersbacher is bound to notice. I'll have Ellis recommend shock therapy in the course of Lenny. We risk an uproar, but there's no other option. My worst fears have been confirmed. There was very possibly something wrong inside me. Yet, if that was the case, was there any solution at my disposal? The first step was to confirm the tumor was real. Okay, now we can do the rats and stuff. I was wondering, I bet that guy's gone from the laboratory now. Thank God. Old pens of no use to me. Okay. My esteemed colleagues, I received news of your current line of research. What a remarkable find. To think you choose to erect the building in that particular spot without a doubt. The Morris? I don't know what that says. Have guided your way. See if you can locate in your local library a copy of the Society Vellum? I think it's Vellum. Society Vellum, an ancient manuscript of anonymous authors, which presents an aftermath configuration of constellations, one deemed too profane by the would-be astronomers of his age. It's a fascinating read that you'll find of exceptional interest, and I believe it will also assist you in making you a sense of your fortuitous discovery. Yours respectfully, A.M. I don't know who A.M. is. The entity is really nice. No, just a chill guy. Okay, so I need to find local library, a copy of... I'm gonna write that down because... I'm gonna write that down. Society Vellum. Alright, library. Library. Okay. Anything else? Oh yeah, there is. Ambrose. Oh, Ambrose is AM. Okay. I forgot about Ambrose. Ambrose, I think, is actually the scientist in the thing. Because I was calling him Ambrosia, and he's like, hi, I'm Ambrose. And I was like, oh, fuck, I was fucking that up. So actually, our other two scientists, no clue where they are. Though I think Ellis is around somewhere, because I think people are talking about him. I must hastily write this letter to you as an unexpected turn of events may have hampered the long-awaited resolution of our work. The book you recommended did indeed provide the means to understanding those primordial arrangements. Ambrose, we unlocked it. What an extraordinary document, so precise. What seems to be inside, I can't elaborate further, and couldn't even if I tried my best. But I'm penning extensive notes for posterity. We must act quickly. There is a plan in motion, so to speak. It is far from the scholarly treatment this immeasurably overdue encounter deserves, but circumstances are acting against us. We need visual information that few human beings are able to provide. However, as you rightfully said yourself, Providence is on our side. Can you imagine if he just died there? Well, he didn't give it to Ambrose, did he? Because it's in his own desk, so actually maybe something did happen to him. Yeah, I was getting in character. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about it. A random old book covered in dust. Yeah, but what if it's the book, TM? Consider it's the book, TM? Seemed like a fine and expensive ink bottle. The director of the institute seemed to like handwriting. Okay, hold on. I need a drink. Okay. 3. Okay, we're getting closer and closer. Like, the letters have been, like, moving upwards towards 1. So, we're at 3. We're pretty close to 1. Because I think we started with, like, 9 or something. The Visions of Walter Hanwell. The Hanwell Mental Institute was founded by Dr. Walter Hanwell, whose remarkable knowledge in the field of mental health care shaped the philosophy and forward-thinking nature of the establishment. As a young and promising general surgeon, he became fascinated with how mental illness worked and firmly pursued his goal of understanding the intricacies of insanity. Dr. Hanwell actively encouraged colleagues and contemporaries in their studies of mental pathologies, earning him the reputation of benefactor of the insane. His strong legacy in the subjects of psychology and medicine permeate every room in the institute like a fart. Dr. Hanwell was also known for his open mind when it came to the application of experimental psychiatry, surgery, and more enigmatic forms of alternate medicine, also torture. One of Hanwell's greatest contributions to the field was the creation of the Straby, an ingenious contraption for probing brain tumors, which is discussed later in this article. While the wondrous machine showed promise, it was developed too late for its time. He invented the Straby just before the dawn of a new technological era, in which the proliferation of far less intrusive magnetic resonance imaging, MRI. Oh, wait, that's technically a date, right? When was the MRI invented? Used for the detection of brain tumors, pushed it all too quickly into obsolescence. Walter Hanwell's approach to mental health care was not without its share of controversy. However, he was known for adopting a mindset strongly focused on achieving fast results, disregarding established ethical standards in the process. Torture. One example of this was his blithe attitude towards conducting experiments on live animals, practice already rejected among his peers. An anecdote in the Annals of Hanwell Mental Institute history describes a shipment of foul-smelling rats transported to the premises for this gruesome purpose. In later years, Dr. Hanwell's interest shifted towards the more holistic, perhaps even spiritual, methods for uncovering the secrets of the mind. 1970? Shy, thanks so much for the $4.99. Thank you. 1970. Okay. So we have a date that is when that was before it closed, but it probably closed right around 1970. A bunch of pencils scattered in the drawer. I do the bottom just but first used on humans in 1977. Okay. Well, having a date is a little bit better for our timeline here. Okay, so we need to go to the laboratory, I think, is basically what it is. Okay. Just making sure there's nothing else. To the laboratory! Rebecca. Okay. Let me see here. Retrieve item in basement. I don't think I have anything to retrieve the item in the basement. Get tissue sample of tumor. Perform biopsy. As much as I hated the idea, another trip to the nethermost regions of this decaying building was necessary to find the item stolen from the sadists. Yeah, but I can't get in there. Well, maybe I just didn't know. What do I have? What items? Okay, let's go to. We are really close to the laboratory, so let's do that first. Is the laboratory upstairs? It is, isn't it? Laboratory. should save. This man better not be in here. Oh, he's gone. Good. Good. We knew he would be. We knew he would be. Okay, now he was yelling at me like I literally couldn't like touch anything, which was super annoying. Dr. Miller was no longer working in the laboratory. Okay, Miller. So yeah, this is Ambrose then. Yeah. Where could he have gone? Who cares? I think I looked at all this stuff. And there was like nothing in here. Just making sure. Yeah. Because we might find something in here to be able to retrieve the... Okay, I need to go over... I need to go over and in. Over and in, over and in. No luck, it was locked. Sure, I don't have keys. Oh no, right, I can't do it unless there's a little wrench. Oh, he's like all blocked up. Some strange lab equipment. Okay. Go to the rat. Do you want to stick in this? Okay. Hey, little buddy. I just need a little bit of your... No, this item wouldn't help me open the cage. Oh, open the cage. Okay, I thought I was just gonna... Bloop, 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 bloop. Oh! Is the rat in my possession, or... There's not a dead rat in my possession, is there? It's better not be in my fucking pocket. This rat better not be in my damn pocket. Oh, I'm scared. Oh, my syringe with sedative is... Get tissue sample of tumor. I opened it, but the rat is gone now. But I also don't, like, have it? Oh, is it in the fucking... Oh, no. TP... Okay, okay. This is in the museum. Which I've been looking for the whole time. Okay, wait, I accidentally melted that damn rat. Found curious items scattered throughout the Institute scavenger. I got an achievement for that. I melted the rat! I just saw the rat! I just saw it. That's fucked up. Okay. Well, I guess let's go to the museum then. Okay. He was yelling at me before, but I guess I couldn't go into it even if I wanted to. Okay, to the museum. Stuart Little nod. What up? Why is the music doing that? Why the music like that? Okay. T071 is the one I need. Is this one? Okay, maybe we do this. Picked up the tweezers with care. Use the damn tweezers. I carefully took a tissue sample and placed it on the glass slide. I've been trying to do this since I was in here. Okay, take this. I took the back the slide with the tumor sample. Okay, since it wasn't needed anywhere, right, he put the tweezers back. Okay, so now we need to go to upstairs. Guess that's the nurse. Okay. Okay, hold on. Okay, we don't actually need to go upstairs. We need to go into one of these operating rooms, I think, actually. Which is down here? I do not remember which one. I just know that there's a little something something. B maybe? B was wrong. Damn it! B was wrong. Yeah, I'm wondering if, because it's like some sort of supernatural entity, if like, even though our main character would have been young, he's getting like figments of what his mom experienced, perhaps? Not sure. I inserted the glass slide in the microscope. Okay. Oh, yep. It's the thing. The book. We know what that is. But what did that give us? I mean, we know, but what do we know? That didn't deserve my attention. Okay. Because I took a picture of the book. I guess I can read it. But basically, it is biopsy of unidentified brain tuber, rat, cerebellum tissue, and it looks exactly the same. But we still know that it's... Something was missing, so I took the glass slide again. Something was missing? What do you mean? Why was I doing this? The question pounded in my brain, which I was desperately hoping to be healthy and free of malignant growth mentioned in the crazed pages of the director's office and the library book. But I needed to know, oh, we're probably going to take a biopsy of our own and then put it under to see if it looks the same. And that's how he's going to know if he's good or not. Okay, get in there, buddy. There's no sample in it. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure, for sure. What do I do about this? Okay, on is good. I guess let's turn it to the bloody one. Seems good. Can we get in the chair? Oh! No, no. Absolutely not. No! Oh, right, the eye thing. This is not gonna be good. Okay, no, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. Well, I'm bleeding a little bit, but get me out of here. Okay, give me the sample. After the biopsy, the compartment on the back of the machine was filled with plasma. My own. I need to somehow pick. Okay. Carefully, I have cleaned it as best I could. Okay. That wasn't going to help me get some of the fluid. Oh, the syringe. The syringe was filled with a sedative. I needed to clean it. Okay. How much you want to bet I needed the rat one? I'm gonna have to go back. Carefully. I've cleaned the syringe. Okie dokie. Syringe was now holding a somewhat sticky fluid with a red tinge. I was repulsed to realize that had come from inside my head. Okay. There's nothing worth mentioning. That's not true. Does it look the same as the rat one? That's the thing. Yup, it looks exactly the same. He's got the brain tumor. Okay. Something was missing. What? What was missing? What do you mean what was missing? Yeah, just a little water. It's completely safe, I know. What's missing? Oh, maybe. Oh, you know what? I probably have to have both of them on there and he's gonna just like do the slide back and forth. Damn. Sucks to suck. Oh well. I like how we're shocked. Like, oops, I'm going the wrong way. Like, are we really shocked? We're not. We knew. We've been new. Because he's probably gonna be like, oh, they're the same, even though he can't remember 2 seconds ago that they were fucking exactly the same. God damn it! Okay. So he just stabbed his brain. Yeah, through his eyeball. Okay, yeah, now they're back to back. Okay, great. At last, I had both samples. At last! Buddy, since it was okay. Buddy, you couldn't remember 2 seconds ago what you looked at. He's gonna be like, oh my god, they're the same. Like, yeah, I fucking know. I know they're the same. Ah, well. We back. We're back and we're gonna save. I'm sure this will maybe make the time go by. Well, is it gonna be the same? Oh my gosh. Yes. Wait, are they the same though? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah, they are. Oh god! Who could have foreseen? Probably would have gone over better if I hadn't literally like seen the rat and then washed off and seen mine and knew they were the same. I couldn't believe it. I had confirmed what I feared the most. Nested deep inside my brain was an unexplainable tumor, the source of my visions, and possibly the end of my sanity. Possibly. Okay, well I smashed that, never to need it again. Alright. Retrieve item in the basement, it's all we need. But I don't have an item to do that with. Okay. Through the basement! She was eating her baby. Or maybe she was just ripping Mastermind, experience every flashback. Oh, we might be done with this game faster than I anticipated. Maybe she was just ripping the umbilical cord with her teeth though. Maybe she wasn't trying to eat the baby. What am I doing? Going to the basement, I guess. Where am I? I don't know where I am. This, I hope this is the outside. This is where like Julia is. Yes. Okay, good. Okay, go to the basement. I literally don't have anything. She's still gone. Okay. Yeah, I mean, for items, I really only have the key ring. Oh, speak with Lenny, too. I don't know where Lenny is, but maybe we'll find him on the basement, in the basement. Or maybe we won't. Okay. Maybe my brain is so big right now and I'm solving puzzles left and right because I ate so much queso. You think the queso nutrients is going right to my brain? I think so. I think so. With 1,000 IQ. I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. Okay, maybe what's his face is in here. That'd be good. Because I can't fucking find anybody. It looks scarier down here. Oh, let's read his journal. Let's see if he went anywhere. It somehow looks a little bit scarier. I don't know how that's possible. Okay. Nope. He did not come back. What that means, I am not sure. Probably nothing good. Is what's his face still open? Oh, he's gone. Where did he go? Also, are you Jonas, sir? He's not sleeping anymore. That's for sure. That's fine. He's just somewhere. Don't know where. Okay, I'm gonna go straight to the boiler room. I can't imagine I can do anything there is the thing. I'm just a bit confused. Damn it, this is not... This ain't it. It's hopeless, damn. Do you want an honest answer about my queso? Someone, presumably a patient, had been thrown down there for reasons too disturbing to ponder. Cool. Can we, like, do anything about that, or... It all indicated that something important had been left down there, but opening this trapdoor was out of the question. Okay, so you made me go down here for literally no reason when we needed to find Lenny then. Cool. No, sick. Totally sick. Awesome. So we need like bolt cutters or something, I think. Yes, and we can't go down here. Okay, I guess let's just make our rounds and see if we can't find anybody. Can't grab this, can we? No. Okay. We're looking for literally anybody. Lenny would be the most preferable. Bruno would be good too. Julia... Honestly... Oh, you know what? We did have that vision. Maybe we need to go to the female wing. It's been locked, but maybe that's where they're standing. Hold on. Female hospital. Maybe. Possibly. Which I guess would kind of make sense because we were already up here to begin with. But I just wanted to make sure I couldn't do anything with the what have you. Basement. Door seemed locked. Okay. Bad news. Lonely wheelchair was conveniently positioned in the middle of the corridor, as if it was some kind of twisted joke. As if. Right? Hey. I need, like, any of you to exist. Okay, so the female, what it was. That's unfortunate. Oh, maybe Lenny's cart has moved. Ooh, shoot. I forgot, this wasn't the top of the... This was not the top of the tallest tower. I don't know what's called. This is not the top of the building. His cart was here because he was cleaning, so maybe... He's good. I don't remember how to get back. Damn, this was not the way. This was not the way. Not the way. See, this has the same lock as the basement trapdoor. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have to go the long way. I get so lost up here. It all looks the same and I don't know where I am, and all the doors feel like they lead exactly the same place even though I know that they don't. This is wrong. I'm trapped. I'm stuck here forever. Damn it. I'm never getting out. Okay, I'm gonna go the long way. I just don't know. I just don't know how to get out of here any other way. It's fine though. Maybe not really, but... Her ugly ass clothes, am I right? Jerry? Better call Jerry. I'll call him then. Do I have to think of everything? Damn it, that's wrong. Okay. This is also wrong. Damn, I really took the longest actual way. It's okay, we're just looking for anybody, am I right? It must be upstairs though. I haven't seen a single soul. Not a single soul. The card has moved! We've done it. Saved. We've done amazing self. No problem, self. Okay. No wonder there were so many leaves here, with such a strong wind pushing this section of the building. Okay. Okay, I think we're gonna end up in the female hospital this way, which is good. Because we'll learn more about Rebecca, who I'm thinking more and more is my mama. Shall we try this door first? A movie theater? Or like a, oh, Lenny. Not a movie theater, but like a play, a theater, just a theater. The theater must have been charming in its old days. Now it was pitiful and dirty. The once classy chandelier was now a sorry feature of the theater. Hey, Lenny. Lenny, I need to talk to Lenny. Patients used to be encouraged to participate in improvised plays. Art is good for the mind, the nurses said. The ceiling had collapsed, rendering a good chunk of the theater useless. And man, I know what happened in the bathroom, kind of. Bathroom? Basement.
Lenny, what are you doing here?
I'm watching the show.
Show? What? Oh.
Why don't you sit with me and we can watch it together? It's very entertaining.
Lenny, please, you must listen to me. I have the tumor. I think you have it too, and Bertrand. We all do. Everyone in Group E.
I don't want to talk about that now.
But Lenny...
Maybe it's good if we don't remember. If I was in pain, I wouldn't want to remember. I'd prefer to be happy, like I am now.
My visions are getting worse. You will have them too.
Why are you doing this?
Because I need to know, Leonard. I can't afford to lose my mind again. I want to remain in control.
Oh, this next part is fun.
Okay. I guess I can explore the third. I spoke with Lenny.
Lenny, do you remember seeing a red symbol?
He's not gonna give me
like
anything,
a
but I'm
circle
gonna go for it
with...
anyways.
No! Stay away!
What?
Don't go there! That symbol means bad things. The pain.
All right, Lenny. No more talk about the symbol.
Anyways, so that symbol though.
Lenny, what did they do to you? I listened to a recording. It was horrible.
Yes. Now you know.
But why?
I guess sometimes people are just mean.
That may be true, but there's got to be more to this. They wanted information from you. What was it?
I can't. Please, I'm too weak. You must keep looking on your own. There's something down below that they want. Only we can see it.
Who's we, Lenny?
People with mind problems?
Pizza party sub goal.
Those maniacs tortured us in the
Oh.
worst imaginable way, Lenny. Leveraging our deepest fears for their own gain.
Yes. It was different for each one of us. We were scared when the burly man appeared with new burn marks. We rejected him, but then it started happening to the rest of us.
Lenny, what did they do to you?
Since I was young, my body has been weak. I move slowly because I'm afraid to break something.
Oh no. Did they?
Yes,
We listened to it.
they broke me. That's the pain.
What the hell is wrong with this place?
What the hell?
What is your worst fear?
That was not enough of a reaction.
My worst fear? My fear. I'm terrified of losing control, Lenny. I must know that I'm in control of my own actions. I don't want to lose my mind. Lenny, please help me.
I can't. It's too late for me.
Okay. See, I was excited about the pizza party, but then I saw that conversation was triggered by the Asylum stuff is giving me an appetite for Italian food. Probably get a piece of pizza or pasta soon. Then I was like, oh. Also, yeah, Lenny's the brittle bone guy. The scared of the dark guy is named Jonas, who's apparently funny. I guess we're good. Hanwell. Hey, Hanwell's. I mean, these guys literally tortured this man, and Ambrose is also there, kind of like interested in what they're doing, but he's not actively doing it. I wonder how he feels about Hanwell.
Did you ever meet the former director at the Institute, Walter Hanwell?
I'm not sure. I saw many people walking around in the Institute in the past, but no one ever told me who Hanwell was.
I see. Thank you.
And then Dr. Hawthorne, you should be actively scared of.
Nothing else comes to mind?
Oh, I must ask
I
him
don't
about
want to
it.
think about that anymore.
Okay, yeah, he sucks. Okay.
See you around, Lenny.
See you around. Okay. Anything in here good for me to take? Ooh. Okay, Leonard Huntings. Oops. So Leonard's 37. Again, if it was around like 1970, 1977, and he's only 37, was this... I mean, this paper is yellowed. Was he 37 back in the day? And now, like, it's like, again, 20 years later, 10 years later. I'm gonna guess it's more like 20 because, like I said, I think I was the baby and I would need to grow up. Okay, Leonard Huntings, or Lenny, as he is widely referred to by his peers and many staff members at the Institute, is one of the friendliest and most helpful patients currently unhealthy. Oh, sorry, I skipped a whole line. Currently admitted. He is very slim and has an unhealthy looking countenance. In fact, there have been times at which other patients thought they were seeing a ghost as Huntings was found wandering the hospital. His striking white skin, torso naked, ribs protruding out of his chest. Hunting's manners are polite and gentle. He speaks softly and often stammers. His hopelessly melancholic visage demanding sympathy. He rarely gets in trouble, and in fact, his agreeable behavior has earned him such a privileged status among his peers that staff are allowing him to perform daily maintenance tasks, turning Huntings into one of the most valued patients in our facility. Regrettably, he suffers from a crippling case of myelodysplastic syndrome that has developed into leukemia, severely weakening his bone structure. Okay. That's not good. I would say that's not good. Okay. I was gonna say, do you think all of these people are just dead? Actually. But I think we've... At least that one guy in the cell, like Bruno, has seen, so... And I think they know about Lenny, so I guess he's alive. Okay. You mean like Little Hope? Yeah, kind of. Like, he's just like... imagining talking to them or something, because he's connected to them through like the entity and like what Rebecca had seen. But I don't know, I'm just spitballing. The workshop was a calm place driven by the queer creativity of patients. Hanwell Institute was well equipped to address all the needs of the mind. Okay. Toolbox? Is this a toolbox? I would love something to get into the basement. Nothing of interest here. It was jammed. Okay. There's nothing. Alright. I'll go around. Don Luth. The patient who did this sculpture wasn't well. Okay. Gwen Benjamin. Eva Forsum. Okay, am I supposed to know what those names mean? Wait, hold on. Was there a way to look at the rock? Oh, the damp stains on this wall vaguely look like the shape of a human. I don't see it. I was like, are you sure? Some kind of clay dough, likely used for twisted artistic creations. Damn, you're so judgy, man. Okay, surely there's something in here. Matthew Kublis. Oh my god, their names are gonna definitely matter. They're just so well, like, you can look at them. An old clay bowl. Locked. There was nothing useful inside. Why? I could see the movement of bugs crawling inside the furniture. Disgusting. All that's in this fucking place is names. Why can I be here? What is my purpose? What is my purpose? What is my purpose? Door stuck. Okay. I guess let's get out of here. If we need some art names, I guess here's the where the place to come. Here's where the place to come. Piece of cloth. Can I turn on the lights? It's kind of dark in here. Same with black paint, probably. Okay. I kept thinking to myself that art could be anything, provided it depicted a sincere human emotion, without any commercial interest. Thus, even a deranged patient was more sincere than most artists these days. Damn, not the piping hot AI take. Good on ya. It's like, even these people could make better art than AI. Many cans of paint that have been emptied a long time ago. Are there any tools? I couldn't tell why, but the painting gave me a creepy feeling. Okay, I mean, it's like a clown character. I feel like most people are scared of clowns. The boarded up windows gave the room a claustrophobic feel. I wonder if this is real art by real people, because they have like names on them. This is boobies. It was a weird creation from the mind of a mentally ill patient. I think those are boobies. Maybe not. Maybe it's not. Don't look at them. Don't look at those are eyes. Yeah, they're eyes. They're eyes. They're eyes. I could not make out what it was exactly. An eye? Okay. I unfortunately found nothing here. Emptied easels. The sincere creations of patients thrown all around the floor. Lost dreams and hopes. I was hoping to find a tool, but I did not find anything of use, unfortunately, and I'm a little sad about it. Okay. Zoom in to make sure. Ah! No. Almost got me, but no.
Attention, Julia and all personnel. The high-risk patient has escaped again. He is very violent, more than usual. I believe he's rushing toward the 3rd floor. Proceed with extreme caution.
But I'm on the 3rd floor. Extreme caution, you say. Let me save. I don't think I can. There's been no place where I have died or thought I was going to die, but just in case. Just in case. Okay, do we want to go... Oh man, we have so many options. Let's do this one. No, I was wondering about the strange noise behind me. What? What do you mean behind? No luck. This door seemed to be stuck. What? Suddenly I hear a noise, something close to me. Okay. This was a bad idea. He seemed like he was about to jump at me at any moment. Something I can board the door with? Oh, I do. Oh my god, he's coming. Oh my god, he's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh! I'm fucked. I'm fucked. What do I do? Hide. Hide, you silly bitch. Or move something. Oh, okay. The door was open, but it seemed like a dangerous dead end inside. Okay, I'll go back then. Thought about running away, but the corridor was long. Okay. I guess I did a little circle there. No! It's gonna be a dead end. Sorry. I wasn't sure what was behind this passage. It could have been a dead end. Okay, why are we doing circles? Why are we doing circles? Surely I need to... It's senseless to think I could escape from this window. Yeah, no, totally. Okay. Okay, I'm back in the fucking... Surely I can move something. Oh, yes, yes. Oh, astonishingly, he had been able to move this massive pulpit. Astonishingly. Wait, was I supposed to do that the first time? Looking at those torn apart benches, I realized that could have been me. I'm sorry, did he do this? I was hoping with all my soul that the madman wouldn't realize he could break the windows. I have missed something gravely. It was certainly not the time for sitting down. The crazed man was trapped, and thus I was now able to recede. He was? Seemed like the madman had attempted to move the cross to no avail. However, it was still loose. Oh! No. To block this door. The madman could still leave the empty room using the other door. Okay, so I have to go around and close him up in that too. There we go. Okay. Without the madman chasing me, I readied myself to explore the rest of the topmost floor. Okay. It's also 4 a.m. IRL. You're right! It is. It absolutely is. Ah, now that he's closing that room, let me do a little bit of reading here. Are there any dates on this damn newspaper either? No, I think that must be intentional. Madness in the hospital. Patient hurts herself savagely. Must be Rebecca. Following troubling rumors of patients being mistreated in already alarming hospital conditions, the overcrowded Hanwell Mental Institute, once a beacon of international respectability, has succumbed to its worst episode yet. Readers are advised to proceed with caution, as the following paragraphs present potentially disturbing descriptions. Disgruntled employees and concerned family members of patients have been warning the media about the atmosphere of neglect and allegations of misconduct in the establishment. So the brutal incident that transpired yesterday evening should not come as a surprise. A pregnant patient with severe mental disorders descended into a manic state and performed a sanguinary, bloody, I guess, abortion on herself. Nurses who witnessed the self-mutilation described the scene as a savage bloodbath, also stating that the patient was alone in her locked room without any access to any foreign objects. A nurse discovered the vile act thanks to a pool of blood spreading under the door. When pressed, she refused to reveal any further details about the gory scene inside the room. It is clear to this reporter that the framed Hanwell Mental Institute is spiraling out of control, and authorities should seize control of the building immediately. I think that's true, and I think it wants you to believe that the baby died. But if you'll remember a long time ago, like last stream, like towards the beginning, we were reading, and somebody was like, oh, Rebecca's due to have her baby like in about 3 weeks. So the baby was very far along. Okay, let's so I think the baby probably survived then. I think that's gonna be the twist. Ooh, this room is scent of rare incense, or perhaps something old and arcane. Almost made me stop in my tracks. Every corner of this hidden room seemed to hint at ancient secrets. What foreboding revelations were awaiting inside? What if the baby is an entity? Maybe. Or the entity got inside the baby? Could be. Could be. I wonder what bizarre things had taken place inside this room. Also, I definitely found the book over there. It was an odd-looking structure, perhaps an altar of sorts, but from where? Strange titles such as De Vermis Materialis gave me the shivers. As much as I love books, I didn't dare open those. Okay, let's go look at that book. No, I wasn't mentally prepared to delve into this sinister tome. Oh, okay. Okay, we'll get to it when we get to it, I guess. Okay. We got pizza? Ooh! I finally found the candles, Jerry. Who is... This must be a reference to something, right? We've not met a Jerry. It must be a reference. The people who spent time in this office had some macabre tastes. Books on esoteric topics I didn't want to peruse. A small statue shaped like a head. It seemed like a ritualistic thing. Okay, surely I can do more than this. Oh, here we go. What am I looking at here? I think that's probably I think that's the thing we saw go into the basement. There's 3 dots. Oh, there's more. Sorry. Totally. I know what that means. Alright. I feel nearly drunk at the prospect of harnessing all that power. We can't stop until his mysteries have been fully unraveled. I'm ready to exhaust all my resources, sacrifice anything and anyone with our goals until our goals are met. This is greater than mankind itself, even greater than me. This is the right symbol. I know it. The next step is to translate the logograms, which won't be an easy task, considering the poor state of the stone slabs. So many millennia, epochs of abandonment. But how? This finding predates any recorded history of scientific research. There's no written account of the servants anywhere else. I'm not sure, and servants is capitalized. I'm not even sure that's the proper translation. We are completely on our own. It's imperative that we focus on the task at hand and... Okay, if this is the right symbol, he knows it. I'm gonna take a picture of this just in case. And make no compromises if we're to succeed. We may well be the first civilized and sane human beings to ever gaze into the innards of this mountain. If what I suspect is true, what awaits inside grants the means to ultimate enlightenment. The permanence of actuality at our disposal. Servants is far from an accurate word, but there's no better way to describe them with the meager information we found. Contrary to the other ancient tribes, chief among them the so-called Dalmar, who at least had a sense of purpose in keeping vicious gods at bay, the servants sought to commune with a benign, malignant entity. I wouldn't call this a goal per se, but rather a way to exist. The servants sensed, as much as their primitive nature permitted, the formidable but alluring power of the entity. To achieve this communion, these earliest beings would make use of psychoactive substances, or entheogens, oh, they get high, as they referred to in recent times. Hallucinogenics. To reach the state of genistai, the true meaning of existence. Consider the implications of this fact. Sentient beings that existed long before any hint of our recorded history or even any form of religion had already embarked on the greatest quest of all, Entheos, the divine within, and it could be right here beneath us. Examples of entheogens include Eohazia, Peotite, and psilocybin. I'm fucking up all these words. It seems, as far as I can surmise, that the servants required some sort of mind shield to face the abstruse presence of the entity. This corroborates my other findings, yet I can't synthesize the prehistoric entheogens exploited by the servants. We lack that information. However, if shielding your mind is the key, then perhaps the best word I found to describe the entity is phallote. Granted, there's likely a better term for it, but I'm unable to make sense out of every glyph. The servants thought so little of themselves in the close presence of phallote that they failed to name their race in any way. It's the supreme surrender of will, the epitome of self-hate and hatred and shameful submission under the influence of a foreign power. Imagine for a moment that fate reserved for a culture of people that would surrender themselves at the behest of a preternatural being whose concerns were far detached from their own. But luckily, nothing of the sort ever happened. Whatever substances the primitive servants used, they didn't succeed in merging with this otherworldly visitor. Do we think it's the mold, maybe? The entire course of our history could have been so different had an inferior mind communed. And so Phallote still waits for bearing as ever. Phallote is wise, an entity enlightened far beyond our human condition, and also infinitely patient. He remains rooted within the bowels of our earth until the right vessel comes. Do you think I'm gonna be the right vessel? Okay, for sure, for sure. Or it was Rebecca was the right vessel because she had the baby. Yeah, it's probably something like that. And he is willing to wait another insurmountable passage of time until that happens, and he finally breaks free to traverse the geometry of our worlds. Time has no meaning to him. Of course, a lower prehistoric species couldn't have tamed this illimitable power, but I have other means. Who is in control? That's the key. We naively think that we are in command of our lives, but the fabric of modern society shapes our fate by means of overwhelming information. Our minds begin to malfunction, and thus we surrender to the unbearable noise suckling away at our vitality. A dissonance perceived even on the mere page of a newspaper. Phallote also makes use of noise, but it's a different kind of disturbance. He delves deep into your mind, something in interference, perhaps even a physical change. The tumor manifests when you face the horror, and yet there is a distinct possibility that we can tame this power. A nascent theory provides hope. The configuration of our brains is still crude, much as I'd like to believe my genes are more sophisticated than the boorish servants. Not enough time has transpired to provide our brain cells the ability to grasp the essence of reality. We're still only able to process 3 dimensions. However, Phallote operates in another geometry of existence. Its visual information is too much for our minds to absorb, yet the only way to commune with this entity is to endure his presence. It must be so old, impossible to comprehend with our earthly conception of life. Phallote must have originated from the time in which the very first stars formed. Perhaps he already existed before it all began. Ambrose was right. The way to success resides in the primordial arrangements. In fact, the distant influence of celestial bodies may have an astounding implication during the encounter. Oh, so like where the stars are? This is too much to grasp, even for a learned man like me. There's a favorable configuration and greater chance to prevail if the communion takes place at a specific hour. That's weird. The hours have been passing. I'm sure it's not gonna be like 6 a.m. or something where like I'm gonna perfectly be down there at that fucking time. As we perceive time in our polyhedric coordinates. The first pattern we deemed too ineffable for the limited sensibilities of monotheistic religions, but our illiterate ancestors couldn't grasp the primal instinct of a lowly species like the servants operated, seeking meaning in the simple organisms of their era, arachnids, coleopterans, millipedes, grubs, and yet the shapes of these suggested constellations don't directly correlate with the arthropods that inhabited our planet. They are grotesque caricatures of otherwise familiar outlines, as if some vital feature of their true physical forms couldn't be conveyed on that flat surface of these slobs. Regrettably, we don't have enough time to construct an astrolabe, and so we will have to operate with the spare details we have available. I'm in shock. The symbol itself acts like a piece of the chart. When the position is correct, it provides the zenith of the equation. It is inconceivable that the servants themselves figured this out, so the symbol must be the vestige of some elemental language, designed with a baffling purpose that our spatially impaired capabilities can't hope to decipher. The only way is to realize the encounter. This is that an M or an N? Vermicular shape. I've seen it before. Holy moly! That man chatted. He chatted and he chatted. And here's the symbol. What was the purpose of this? What were they trying to accomplish? Buddy, you just read so much of what they were trying to accomplish. Clearly they were trying to fucking talk to him. Him. Capital H, him. Okay? I need you to pay attention even a little bit, bud. Okay. Well, I guess let's get out of here. Well, actually, is our minds ready now that we know? No, okay. He wasn't meant. He was meant to. It was sinister. Too sinister. Okay. It's pronounced Phalot. Phalot. However it's pronounced, it was not the way I was pronouncing it. I was so we're just high. Well, I guess that's how, like, the people of the past, like, talked to him. They did, like, psychedelic drugs to basically be able to, like, perceive him and talk to him and communicate with him. Allegedly. I like how that guy was like, oh, well, they were just too stupid, so they surely wouldn't have been able to figure anything out. But, like, also, what if that's not the case? Okay. Let's go around, make sure we didn't miss anything before we go the other way. Wait, where am I even? An unremarkable box that had nothing inside. Oh, sick. The buckets were dirty and empty. Also, there comes to a point where, like, I'm reading and, like, my brain is just like, actually, you don't know how to read. Uninteresting shelves. It seemed this section had once been used as a sort of storage area. Where the fuck am I? I think I need to go back first. Okay, so I have been in the theater. I've been in the chapel. That, the art room. I've been in there. Just weird words we're not used to. Yeah. Any sort of, like, once they, like, start throwing in, like, scientific terms also. Fucking, I don't know. I don't know shit about shit. Okay. So this is fine. Because he's locked in this room. Is there anything I need in this room? All word, like, not being chased? I don't think so, because I kind of looked. Audible would probably still hire you, don't worry. Damn. Okay, we've not been in this room. What kind of lessons did they offer in here? Jerry. It's Jerry, spelled differently. For some reason, many of the windows on the topmost floor were boarded up. Probably a lack of glass, or maybe someone didn't want to be seen. No, this door wouldn't open. What door? Oh, I see. Yeah, no, fuck, that door wouldn't open. No fucking shit, dude. So we're definitely gonna have to find the right name tag, eh? Look, they're everywhere. They're literally everywhere. No! Are we gonna have to find something, or are these names people who like helped fund the game or something? I hope it's that one because there's too many. There's too many. So if I have to find one, Okay. Alright, let's continue on then. So hi, Serpent. Okay, that was the... Let's see art names, yeah. Okay, let's continue. I was able to see the whole length of the once beautiful yard from this window. Okay. An old stove that didn't seem to work. Wait, there's a even upper stairs? Okay, before we do that, let's... Okay. There was no way I could move all this junk on my own. It was necessary to find another way. Alright. Okay. No going... Okay. Upstairs it is. Oh, I can pick? I get to pick? I'm stressed. No amount of water could save these plants. The whole state of the greenhouse was quite sad. That didn't deserve my attention. Okay. Nothing of note. I wondered about the fates of the birds which lived here. Hopefully they had flown away. There was no traces of plants, just dried mud. Oh my gosh. I didn't even see that was a door. Oh, it's hell out here. Ah! Ah! It's hell! Ah! Give me this oil can! Oil can! What is this? Lubrication. Quality time. Okay, we're lubed up, chat. Wood planks. They were everywhere on this floor. It had been long since anyone took care of these plants. A mental hospital lost amid a forest with a man inside. Lost amid his crippled memories. There was a poetic irony there. I could hear the ocean from afar, whistling along with the winds. It had been long since anyone took care of these plants. There's no oil left in this can. Nothing is empty. Okay. It had been long since... Okay. So, hold on a sec. Items. There was nothing worth mentioning. I just want to know if this has got oil in it before I, like, try to leave. Like, do I need to, like, put oil actually in it? I'm clicking like crazy. I guess we're okay. Okay. Certified lubed up. Certified lubed up, we are. Okay. Oh yeah, I could. Oh my god, I forgot that these are like all around the fucking place. Oh wait. Yeah, I need the valve though, which I don't have. The door didn't even have a knob. It seemed completely stuck. Okay, no traces. Nothing. There were no traces of plants. Wait. Did I see a Venus flytrap? Oh, look at that! Oh no, it's not a Venus flytrap. Wait, is it? No. A peculiar flower. Well, give it to me. For a fleeting moment, I remembered seeing a flower like this in another greenhouse. I can't pick. Okay. Okay, let's go the other way then. Thankfully, the outside world was still out there, waiting for my return. Dude, you might get eaten by the entity. So, I don't know if you're escaping this. I don't know if you're escaping this. Door was shut tight. Oh, that's not good. That means all that was up here was oil. Well, okay, oil and the valve thing, actually. Chat, remember that the valve thing is all the way up here. There's one in the basement, and there's a third one on the roof over the pipes. But we haven't found the valve yet, and I don't know what to do with this oil. I'm hoping I run into somebody. Somebody talks to me. I already forgot. Yeah, the entity TM. What would I need oil for? What would I need to lube up? Something rusted, I guess, but... no clue what. Okay, this is the art room. Yeah, I'm lubed up. But for why? For why? I'm thinking, like, the chains or whatever. Maybe, but we don't even have any fire. This is just the theater unit. Lenny is not here anymore. Did he leave anything for me? No. Okay. I guess I'll go downstairs and hope something happens. I know Bruno's looking for the one guy. There wasn't a door that was like stuck or anything, was there? Well, I guess I'm going downstairs. It's really well, hold on. Oh right, he said it was nothing. Okay, hold on, let's look at our tasks. What do we need to do? Find the catacombs! No doubt the fantastical discovery in the Institute's underground passages would provide the ultimate piece of the puzzle. But how? Where was that mystifying tunnel located? Well, definitely in the basement. So maybe that's our cue to head towards the basement. Can I squeeze through the bars now that I'm lubed up? Maybe. There must be something that needs oil down here. I just don't know what. Definitely can't do anything about that. There's not even a way for me to use anything. Pipes in the room are covered with rust. Right, I read that already. Rust in a way that I can't use it though is the thing. Because it will have like a little like wrench if I can actually do something with it. Oh wait, hold on. I'll click with a somewhat pleasant sound as I turn the key. I had the key for down here? A fetid smell made me lose my balance as I prowled the sewers. For a moment I thought about running away and leaving this godforsaken place behind. When did I get the key for down here? Oh, another locked place. Chains prevented me from going that route. Oh, another fucking thing. Damn, there's so many. We'll probably find a valve down here if I had to guess. It's just finding my way back to the other ones. Ah, beans! Greenhouse, balcony, hydro. Oh, right, the bath. I'm gonna take a picture of this. Does it need to be like all the way? Sewers. It was impossible to move the handle. It wouldn't budge until the pressure inside was appropriate. This tube seemed to indicate the water level left in what I assumed was a septic tank. Okay. Alright, well I guess that's fine. I might have been able to get down here earlier and then I wouldn't have had to walk all the way back up, but... Cause like, I don't know where I got this damn key. I didn't need to use this anymore. Okay, at least it's not something where I can mess up. So like, once I find it, it's fine. Okay. Alright, so we can go back upstairs now. Okay, so. We need hydrotherapy, which is here. I think. Honestly, puzzles where it's like you need to go back and find a room you've already been in, the hardest ones for me. They're not even meant to be puzzles. And I'm like, wow. Could you have made it any harder? Hydrotherapy. Nice. That did the trick. The water had stopped flowing. Okay. Okay, on top of the roof. Excellent question you're asking in the chat. This way? I need to find the stairs again. So I need to find the way where I always get stuck in hell for like ages. Definitely already been in here. Okay, to hell. Oh shit. Wait. How do I get... How do I get to hell? Oh. Okay, this way. I could also go back down to the lobby and back up, but... I think this is the way. There's two different staircases up. That one that goes all the way to the scary attic thing, and this one which goes to hell. Or I guess it's not a staircase, it's just the way it is. Okay, yeah, we're in the right place. Prepare for me to get lost. Okay, everybody remember this door because it's the one I need to find again. Don't get lost. Don't get lost. Don't get lost. Do not get lost. Stop getting lost. Don't you do it. Don't you get lost. Yes. Okay, I was thinking, is it actually faster for me to go the other way? But I'm not really sure I could find my way that way. So this is fine. Okay, click real fast, click real fast, click real fast. I just need to find my way back to the stairs, go all the way up, do the greenhouse, then I can go all the way back down to the basement. Good. Alright. We're getting a real lay of the land here, aren't we? Okay. Is that all of them? Just the one in the greenhouse, and then, yeah, we're good to go back. We didn't use the oil can though. Okay. I'm gonna guess we use the oil can down. That does keep her. I must have, like, I don't remember picking them up, so yeah, I genuinely must have. Watch, the next thing we get is the freaking bolt cutter, and then I have to find where those were again. And I haven't a fucking clue. Valve wouldn't turn. Well, do I have the thing for you? Hopefully this would do the trick. There we go. With the help of the oil, the valve turns smoothly. Okay, I did an amazing job. Give me this back. Oh, I guess I don't need it back because I don't need it. The water had stopped flowing. Okay. Okay, you all watched me try to get that back in case I needed it, but we're good. Okay. Now we just need to go all the way back to the basement. But I think I'm gonna stand in front of the door and then I'm gonna go pee to like build up anticipation, and also because I have to pee. Mostly that one. Damn it. Yeah, we lubed up. We lubed up. Yeah. Are we nearly to the end? I think we're getting close to the end. Because, like, this whole time we've been talking about what happened in the basement, and we're about to go to the basement. So, though I do think we need to do a lot of running around still, because there's been chains that are, like, chained to the door. And I know there's a place we need to open up, unless we'll end up down there because we're going below it. And there's like a way, so we'll see. Okay. Damn it. The way I'm always turned the wrong damn way. Okay, perfect. We're good. I'm gonna go pee, and then we're gonna open this door. Again, I'm building up anticipation. Anticipation. Because I gotta fucking pee. Okay, be right back. Do I need a drink while I'm gone? Maybe. Be right back. Okay, the anticipation is over. Okay, that's running, thank you. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Am I in? Am I buckled? Are you guys buckled? Hopefully you are. Okay. You ready? Ugh. Okay, we immediately have a corpse. And... yikes. What a horrible fate this poor man had suffered. Oh! They never came back for him? As I grabbed the curious artifact, a sense of impending doom assaulted me. 5 a.m. How's my head? Bit of a headache, but I'm okay. Lubed up and buckled. I felt my nightmarish journey was nearing its conclusion. This weird key was bound to unlock the final answer. Well, I don't... They locked him in here? He just blinked. I definitely just saw this man's eyes. Good, buddy. Both the hellish glow and the heat from the boiler room upstairs invaded the septic tank. Okay, they never went to get him. I thought the whole damn point was to, like, torture them until they gave information. But if they don't come back for him, unless the place closed, I don't know. Okay, so I have... Find the catacombs. I had the tumor, and thus I had participated in the encounter with the entity. The only reasonable conclusion was that to be completely free from Phalot's grip, I'd have to face the horror. Now, doubt that fantastical discovery in the Institute's underground passage would provide the ultimate piece of the puzzle. But how? Where was that mystifying tunnel located? I don't know. What was the purpose of this strange artifact? A key? But for what? Okay, let me read this again. The only reasonable conclusion was that to be completely free from Phalot's grip, I'd have to face the horror one more time. Okay. Thick chains prevented me from going that route. Well, I thought maybe, I don't know, my key opened that. I do assume it's somewhere down in the basement. That's the boiler. It was hopeless. Okay. And if it's not downstairs, then maybe it's actually upstairs with that guy's, like, circle. I don't know. You know what? I think I need to find the mine place. The one with, like, the pickaxe. I mean, I don't remember there being a door there, but maybe there was. Okay, that's the boiler room door. Ah, no. What? Okay, the other one was the boiler room door. Damn, okay. This place, yeah? An opening in the construction area was boarded up. Could I finally take the pickaxe to it? The tool seemed oddly familiar to me. Okay, maybe it is upstairs with the circle. Maybe we're ready for that horrible tome or something. Well, that was my only idea. Well, let me go back the other way. Sorry. I am lost in the sauce. Okay, so this takes me up by... No, I am gonna go the other way. Sewers didn't have a door. No. I don't think so. I'm gonna walk by Bruno's whatever. It might be all the way upstairs, I'm gonna be honest. Window is broken. Because it has to be something where I have like the wrench to actually be able to like do it. Like I can go in here because that guy's gone, but... And this man is also gone. Like, are we ever gonna see Julia and Bruno ever again? Okay, I imagine something somewhere has happened. It's gotta be upstairs with the fucking circle, right? We saw the picture. Yeah, Julia and Bruno are just absolutely pieced out. Okay, I've decided I'm gonna go back upstairs. There was literally notes about the artifacts, so like maybe once he has it and he looks at those notes, he'll know what the fuck to do. Just look in there. I'll pass by Julia, so... Is she there? She is not. Hold on. We need bolt cutters. I thought so too, but actually now I'm thinking since we ended up underneath the thing with the bolt cutters, I'm thinking that's just a way to like lock up the place. Okay. There is one more place I just want to check out. Impossible. Okay. Just making sure. Chilling. Absolutely chilling. Or it, you know what? It could also be maybe the garden too, because if you remember, he was like, I remember seeing. Oh no, it was a different greenhouse. Never mind. Okay, I'm going upstairs. Also, what's his face? Ambrose also pieced the fuck out as well. Which is a little... I don't know. I'm alone here. I'm alone here and I'm scared. It's not all of you. Sorry, I did just need to hide on chat. Just right on chat. Okay, these are like the art rooms that don't mean shit all. To that haunted ass room. This is not the haunted ass room. Is the haunted ass room in here? Yeah, it is. Okay. See these notes? Which I'm not going to be reading again because they were very long. See? This is literally the what I got. Now what is this though? I don't know. Are we ready for this horrible tome? Oh, we are! Okay. Mortis cave, a hideous sense of portentous menace. No, I wasn't mentally prepared. Well, I missed that, so Hopefully that was fucking nothing. It was Bertrand's drawing. Yeah! It fucking was. Had he been in this room, did they force him to draw this symbol? This drawing was almost exactly like Bertrand's. Had he been in this room? Maybe I used the key in here somewhere? In this thing? I think I'm gonna have to skim these fucking notes again. Or maybe we can go to Bertrand and show him this. Okay. I mean, it's gotta be in the freaking tunnels. I just need to find the fucking tunnels. I would assume that means down in the basement. Unless there's like a secret passage somewhere. Somewhere with the stars. And like that could be on the roof somewhere, but I couldn't get anywhere on the roof. It's Jerry. Can I go in outside? Yeah. Maybe I could do the courtyard. I hope the easel would hold. All that's upstairs is the... Yeah, maybe we can go outside. Maybe there's a way from the courtyard downwards. Because we have, I mean, I feel like it has to either be the first floor, a secret entrance into the basement, right? Or somewhere in the tunnels and I missed. Yeah, exactly. It's got to be the lower floor since it's in the catacombs. I 100% agree. It's just finding... And there is that water fountain. So, like, maybe it's the water fountain. We know... puzzle games love to make the water fountain move. They absolutely love it. This is not right. I don't know where I am. That's okay. Taking a victory lap, we can just look around. That, or it's behind the like a fireplace. Anything in the library? Sometimes they like to be secret entrances in the library. Okay, we're good. Alright, this is the courtyard. Okay, fountain. Is this weird shed? Shed appeared to be locked. Okay, well, do we have the key for it? Do I have to think of everything? Oh, I still have the oil can. If I can't use an item, because it has to be a wrench. That's upsetting. It was a good shot. Ceiling down to the water. Can't go any further this way. Find the forbidden painting. It's gotta be one of them, right? the fountain, or a painting, or a fireplace. Unfortunately, we are stuck until we find it, though. It's not the booby painting, is it? Okay, don't look, YouTube. It was not the booby painting. Unfortunate. Maybe we can go talk to Bertrand? He's not gonna talk to us. But we know it's his drawing. Maybe we could go look at it again? That's the only thing I can think of. I am going... Not the right place here. Have you checked the booby painting? No, I'm not checking the booby painting! What about this painting, though? No booby paintings for you. Absolutely none. Not a single booby. Not even one! Where did my friends go? I've only met them for tonight, but we were good friends. You know? We were besties. Oh. I didn't expect to be able to come outside. Damn. We just leave. Or we considered leaving. There's about a statue. Is there a booby statue? No boobies. Not a single booby. Not one single booby. We still have the oil too. Which makes me think we're gonna lube up something. Okay, hold on a sec. She's also got a booby painting. There was a drawer that was like stuck. And I don't think it was anything. Oh, it truly was nothing. Okay. Alright, let's get out of here. He has a wrench in the truck. I don't even remember what my plan was. Oh, I was gonna go talk to what's-his-face. See, like... Tell me your secrets, you motherfucker. Truly the part of the point-and-click games where it's just like, and if you don't know what you're doing, that's too fucking bad. Get over it. Okay, I'm gonna go talk to what's-his-face. Well, try to. I doubt I can. I'm sure I'm missing what I meant to do. What did the notebook say? I need to find the catacombs. No doubt the fantastical discovery in the Institute's underground passages would provide the ultimate piece of the puzzle. But how? Where was that mystifying tunnel? Damn. Truly a nothing sandwich. Have you considered finding the thing that you're supposed to be finding? Oh shit, no, I hadn't considered finding the thing I was supposed to be finding. Oh no, not the jump scare guy. Where was my buddy? Is this him? Oh, this is him. Oh, Bertrand. What the fuck? Oh, it's still there. Bertrand had drawn a strange pattern on the floor. I felt like I had seen it before. And while it was a simple drawing, it overwhelmed me with a sense of dread and despair. Journal updated. Bertrand? Bertrand, I desperately need you to give me a hint here. You're the only person in this godforsaken place. That symbol, something about it didn't feel right. It seemed old and strange, not something you should be subject to in a mental hospital. Oh yeah, he's gonna have to go. Where the fuck? Where are my buddies? Okay. Alright, chat, you have any sort of inkling on where the fuck we're meant to go? Do you have an air purifier in there? In my house, yes. In this dusty ass asylum, my body's role playing. This asylum is so dusty. Exactly, you get it. Okay. Surely it's fucking down here somewhere, right? Surely. If I just click on every door, I assume it's below us. Yeah, I'm role-playing. I'm role-playing. Still gone. Okay. So we have them locked up in the top. Do you have a tape? No. No tape. I mean the one where we the reel, you mean? We already watched it. I'm just gonna click on every single door. Do you have a guitar? No. I do not have a guitar. Okay, just keep looking at the floor. Make sure there's no freaking symbol. Do a little spin. I feel like we literally saw ourselves mining in here. How is this not the place? Oh. You're kidding. Okay, it is the place. It is the place! He's gonna go through the boards and I'm gonna be able to go. Oh my god. Let's oil it up. Applied a bit of oil to the wheel. I was like, how is this not the place? We literally saw them get freaked out here. It in fact was. Let's oil these bad boys up. Lube them up, chat. Lube them up. And take off. And take off. And take off. I came in here, I just completely missed this cart, like, is the thing to open this door. I thought we were looking for a crowbar or a pickaxe. Hey. Okay, I will be saving. See, there's literally a pickaxe literally right there. So I thought, oh, surely that's it. See it? You see that pickaxe? It was not it. He didn't even want to touch it. Is that man naked? YouTube, look away. It's Lenny. I think it was dark enough. I think it's fine. It'll be compressed. It'll be compressed. Sorry, Lenny. Sorry, my man.
Lenny, what are you doing here?
Why did you take your clothes off? More importantly, don't you know
time has
YouTube was
come.
watching?
But how?
This is the place where it all happened. And now you must proceed.
I don't understand. Where have you been all this time?
I've always been here. With you.
What are you saying? Lenny, please. You're my only friend.
No one here can have friends.
What? Lenny, don't make jokes like that.
Lenny, we're friends.
You're scaring me.
Why are you doing this?
Why am I? I need to understand. I want peace.
Then go. The answer lies at the end of this tunnel.
Lenny.
I must go now.
Okay, bye. And he did. Okay. Alright. Anyways. Ellis, I'm leaving behind this hasty note in the event you can follow my steps. The situation upstairs is untenable, and may have reached a point of no return, with that revolting scene in the female wing. They couldn't handle it, Ellis. Their minds are too feeble, but they served our purpose, and I have enough details now to understand what lies inside that cave. This is the second incursion of authorities into the premises, and we won't get away with things so easily this time. My own actions have raised suspicions, putting me under close scrutiny. There will be a thorough investigation. They'll allow more questions, and we can't afford to lose control over our discovery. Never. This is the end of the Institute, so I've made my decision. I'm going in. We've wasted too much valuable time. Okay, one more thing. We could be Rebecca's baby, or we could be Hanwell, I guess. Right? But Hanwell would be very old, and I feel like we don't have the vibes of a very old man. Because Ellis is Hawthorne. Hanwell was here before even then, I think. Well, maybe he's not that old. But, like, Anne called him old-fashioned, so I don't know, maybe. And we just, like, we went in here, we saw the entity, and then we fucking forgot, and that's why we got the brain tumor again, and now we're just like, what happened? And we're, like, retracing our steps. Maybe. That's also a possibility, I think. I'm going in. We've wasted too much valuable time assessing the risks when we both know that no civilized human being has ever attempted this. Risks? Bah. Between facing the authorities and concluding an encounter postponed by unfathomable eons, the outcome of which is unknown, I choose to feast my eyes on the enrapturing radiance of Phalot. It's ours. We've earned it. Remember that. Should the worst case scenario present itself after this irrational adventure, I leave my last revelatory finding on these papers. The tumor. It's a mechanism. Ellis, the tumor acts as a sort of fail-safe device. Phalot, in his endless wisdom, honed through vast passages of time that our pathetic minds couldn't grasp, understood the risks of taking control of an inferior organism. What lies beyond the cave? Is the vessel being threatened in some way? How can he know if the organism will survive? So the entity only goes so far in the reconfiguration of foreign tissue. He leaves only a portion of himself as a test, or maybe as some kind of probe which our biology develops as a tumor. This is the abnormal growth that we observed in the patients. Ironically, it was him observing us the entire time. And that, Ellis, is our biggest mistake. Yes, the patients relayed critical visual information to us, but the entity sensed the threat. We may be among the elite of our peers, but in the presence of Phalot, we are arrogant and stupid creatures. I still have to decrypt the significance of the visions, but I believe they represent beacons. This is the part I couldn't properly translate. They are somehow part of the fail-safe system. What I do know is that he wants to leave, potentially waiting until an ambitious but strong soul faces him and successfully withstands his powerful gaze. Whoever is chosen will not only participate in a cosmic symbiosis our earthly religions could only dream of, but gain an epical power transcending our human condition. I should be able to tolerate his sight. If my suspicions are correct, Ellis, not even our wildest theories could have prepared us for him. I may not be in control of myself after I enter that chamber. Take all necessary precautions to ensure that our discovery remains safe. No one can proceed beyond this point but me. Walter Hanwell. I hope we find Hanwell dead and we're still the baby. I want to be the baby. Let me be the baby. And I want Hanwell to be pissed at me because he chose me instead. Ooh, elevator down is never any good. Okay. Bye. How long since somebody has used this elevator? Do I trust it? The mold! The mold! The mold! My vision's blacking out. I'm passing out, everybody! Gotta keep my little peepers open. So I can witness him. The entity. Okay. Let's try it here. I feel like I've heard people mention that game before. Okay, here we go. Maybe we do a little savey. Just in case. The entity murders me instantaneously. Okay. Oh boy. All right. Ellipses. I got it. Don't you worry. Ah, fuck. Okay, let me look at the picture. I took a picture for this very purpose. Looks like what? Wait. This is like right. Or I think it is. What's happening? What am I doing here? I took a picture of it, but like literally it's like there's like the picture is not helping. I'll say. Can I take this? See, why does that sometimes take it and why does it sometimes turn it? Okay. There's literally nothing else to look at. Or do. Oh, maybe we put it... Oh. Okay. That's actually right. Oh. It looks like this part is sticking out. Or maybe it isn't if we can only have one. because it's like shaded. Okay. Uh-huh. It should be here. And now I'm good. Okay, yeah, okay. We're in. That wasn't so hard once I... Like, I was like, what's the shaded part? Once I figured out that, like, there was another place. Oh. It's fine. Good. What the fuck am I looking at? Is this the entity TM? I guess it looks exactly like what we saw in the microscope when we looked at it. The thing in our brains. It looked like a shrimp like that. And this is that shrimp. 6 a.m. It's shrimp time. Huh? 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 Okay, so I was sleeping here. There's plates, there's food. I got... Leave the institute. Okay. Well, hey! We got it sorted! Easy. Sorted. Easy. What, like it's hard? The fucking shed. I tried to go in this way. Okay. Let me just save. Guess. Oh, I can't go this way. There's one single way I can go, it seems. And I guess that makes sense because this will take us right by the, right by Julia. Who is not- oh yeah, she is here. She's like, okay, you can't be here past morning, goodbye.
Did you find what you were looking for?
Did you find what you're looking for? I guess the entity is inside of me. He's just like, your service was horrible. Where were you all night? Like, this is just him. This isn't even the evil thing inside of him. We got... the visitor. Okay. Wait, we didn't find out who we were, though. We didn't find out our name. Huh. I'm gonna say I'm the baby, though, because I'm pretty sure we heard... Didn't we hear that one guy talk? I don't know. I guess we were either... We were literally Hanwell, which... I can't remember if Hanwell's office was the one that had the recorder, because then we would have heard his voice and we would have known if it was us. I still think I'm the baby. Also, literally, you stupid bitch, you're like, I'm gonna have to go see the entity to, like, you know, make sure that I can put this whole thing to rest. And then he got freaking mind hijacked. Like, of course the entity went inside of him, which we knew. I guess it didn't work out with Hanwell. But I was the chosen to be evil, and now I'm just evil. Okay, well. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. I wish I would have known who I was. I will say in the mirror we looked young though, right? Ish. But the painting. No, so sorry. You're like 30s. I'm gonna say that means we can't be Hanwell. I can't remember if we heard his voice or not. I'm saying we're the baby. Hey, I'm saying we're the baby. We're the baby, and I was the chosen one because Rebecca, like, I had obviously, the baby had been in Rebecca's tummy and saw the entity in one manner or another. Did we figure out anything? I don't know if I missed something or what. That was good. Like, I liked the puzzle aspects. I feel like I, maybe, missed a few things for the actual story bit. Us being evil is not what shocked me. What shocked me is that we didn't figure out who we were. Like, that's the only thing that confuses me. Like, us being evil, like, I saw that coming a mile away. Like, us, like, literally all of the notes were like, yeah, the entity literally wants to have a chosen one to be a symbiosis kind of situation. Okay, clearly somebody's getting possessed. Clearly that person's gonna be me. That's fine. I'm kind of fine with that. But couldn't have he whispered who the fuck I was? He's like, you're Rebecca's baby. And then, like, taking control of my body. You know what I mean? Or the date? Nah. I'm gonna guess it's intentionally, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Intentionally, like, intentionally don't tell you. I don't even have a name. I'm also a scavenger now, which is what they were called, right? Oh no, they were called servants, but he said that he might have mistranslated it. So I guess, guys. Resume? Does anything happen if I resume? The game ends. Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna look at the achievements for this game. If there's one that's like, find out who you are, you know what I mean? Okay, let's see here. Use the valve one last time in the sewers. As an achievement I did not get. Turn on the radio at 5 a.m. Keep the wire cutters through the whole journey. There's also a historian completely researched the history of the Hanwell Mental Institute. And curiosity killed the inmate, found all the patient reports. Is one I did not get. But it doesn't say anything about... Okay, hold on. Has anybody played this game? This game has literally came out, honestly, not that... I'm gonna look up who was the main character and see if anybody knows. And if I can't immediately find it, I guess I'll just end the stream. It just says an unnamed ex-patient known as the Visitor. Or he was previously a patient. Okay, I guess he was... I guess he was just a patient. I guess I'm thinking too much about it. Hanwell Jr. There was only one written, yeah. Damn it! Okay. I thought he was in Group E. Yeah, but everybody already read what happened in Group E. Like, all the characters. Everybody had, like, a list of Group E, like, people. And there was no person that wasn't unaccounted for, I don't think. Unless he was Jonas, but for some reason I like had thrown Jonas out already. And I don't know why. So I guess maybe he was Jonas. I'm not really sure. Damn it. Well, okay, that's fine. I guess I'll end it here. I liked it. I wish I had sucked it in my brain a little bit better. I agree with baby theory. Okay, yeah. Let's just collectively agree with baby theory. Okay, thanks so much for the $5 super chat. Thank you so much with GG's. Thank you, thank you. I guess if you actually know or have any, I don't know, theories, leave them down in the comment. I'm so interested to hear what you guys think. Obviously, this is for YouTube, not Twitch, but, yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. I did. And, see you guys next stream/video. Tomorrow we're gonna play Witcher, okay?